Hello guys. So what I wanted to do today was try and recreate a Papa John's Papa Bowl. Now I tried one of those recently and I did not like it. It didn't have a good flavor. The cheese didn't have a good texture. It just wasn't good to me. So I thought, how hard would that be to make at home? And how hard would it be to throw in the crock pot and let cook a couple of hours? And that's really all I think that you would need is a couple of hours, just enough to get your ingredients warmed through and your Italian sausage, which is what I'm going to use. You could use ground beef, but that's all that you need to do is get that cooked through. I'm going to pre-cook it, but I like my meat soft. I like it really to have a really good texture, and so I think 2 hours in the crock pot is more than enough. This would be a great meal for you if you're home on a Saturday day and you're cleaning house and you want to just throw some stuff together and leave it, forget it, and then have it for lunch. So what we're going to do first is we're going to cook the Italian sausage. And you can do this two ways. You can cook your peppers and onions and mushrooms in with the Italian sausage just to get them a little bit more cook time. Or you can layer it in the crock pot. So you could put down your Italian sausage, and we're going to cook that with some garlic. And then layer your mushrooms, peppers, onions, layered that in the crock pot on top of the meat. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cook all of mine together, my peppers, onions, and mushrooms, with the Italian sausage. Then put it in the crock pot. Pour my sauce on top. Put my pineapples on there. Yes, I like pineapples on pizza. I admit it. And then after it has cooked for a couple hours on low, I'm going to cook it on low, then I'm going to pour the cheese in and let it cook for about another half an hour. So we've got, the ingredients are, let me go over those with you. Italian sausage, and I got mine from Aldi's, that's a pound. A can of pineapple chunks. Some Parmesan cheese that's grated. Some mozzarella cheese that's shredded. A bag of onions, a bag of frozen mushrooms, half a bag of chopped green peppers. Then I've got some minced onion, about 3/4 a jar of Newman's Own tomato basil sauce that was left over after something I cooked, and then some real bacon pieces. Now, if you wanted to make this vegetarian, you totally could leave out all of the meat, the bacon, and the sausage, and just layer your tomato sauce, then all your toppings, and let it cook, and then do your cheese. Or you could throw this in the oven and do it that way. It depends, I think, on if you have time and what you want the outcome to be. So let's get started. I'm going to get my Italian sausage in the pan and let's get cooking. So in goes your sausage. I let mine defrost. You can use a pound of ground beef if you don't want to use sausage. It's up to you completely. And grab So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of garlic. I like a lot of garlic. So 2 tablespoons, and this is garlic and olive oil. So while this pan is heating up, I'm just going to break up the meat a little bit. Chop, 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 Take out some anger. If you have a bad day at work, someone upset you. Chop, 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 chop. I hope you didn't have a bad day at work. I hope everyone's doing great. I am going to be taking my mom to the doctor. If you don't know, she broke her arm. So we're going to be going to the doctor here. Let's turn this light on. Time to... I am taking my mom to the doctor as soon as I get this pizza, pop a bowl in the crock pot. And we're going to be gone probably a couple hours, which is perfect to come back and have a late lunch or early dinner. I also have her some chicken and dumplings that I made, so I'm going to take that to her. So in this, I've got my garlic and I've got my Italian sausage. So I'm going to let this cook. I'm going to let it brown, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, now this is browning up real nice. And it honestly is so lean that it could have used maybe a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm not going to put it in now. But I am going to start putting in my vegetables. And I did find, where is it? Instead of bacon, I'm actually going to use pepperoni on the top of the sauce and the Italian sausage mix. So we'll just lay that over there. And I'm going to start layering my peppers. I'm going to use about 1/4 of a bag. Of peppers. I'm going to use more onions because I really like onions. This is such a nice recipe because if you get it from the restaurant, you can only get it in there's certain types. You can of course add or take away toppings, but making it at home, you can add what you like. If someone in your family only wants half cheese and no pepperoni, or someone like me who likes pineapple, you can do that in the crock pot. Just separate it with aluminum foil. Put some onions in here. Smells so good in my kitchen right now. And these ingredients will just go back in the freezer because I'm only going to use 1/2 bag of frozen onions. That's about 1/2 bag. Well, maybe not quite. I'm glad no one's here to kiss me because this is full of garlic and full of onions. And then some sliced mushrooms. You can use whole mushrooms if you want. Sometimes the sliced have a wet texture when you, well, I mean, they're going to be wet because they're flash frozen, but if you want to use whole mushrooms, you can. I'm just going to use maybe 1/2 bag. Oh, dogs are awake. Alright, so I'm going to stir this together and then I'm going to layer it in my crock pot and I'll come back and let you see how I do that. Okay, so here is my Italian sausage, onions, peppers, and mushrooms in the crock pot. And of course, I have a liner. They are amazing. I'm getting ready to buy another couple boxes on Amazon. That's how amazing they are. So what I'm going to do now is pour in my sauce. This is 3/4 the whole jar, 3/4 of a jar, I should say, of tomato, basil, Newman's Own tomato basil. That's what I'm using. Then I'm going to layer some peppers in there. Or not peppers. Then I'm going to layer some pepperoni. Okay, I've got my pineapple layered in there. I forgot about it. And then I got pepperoni on top. This is going to cook for 2 hours on low. I'm not going to put my cheese in until I get back. And then I'm going to leave the lid on for half an hour. And we're going to put in mozzarella cheese and grated Parmesan cheese. I don't use the shaker kind. I actually got the this grated Parmesan. So you can use, of course, whatever you and your family enjoy. But yeah, that's it. And when I get back from the doctor, I'll have, like I said, an early lunch or an early dinner or a late lunch. And yeah, it took me about 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes to get this ready. And so not hard at all. Not hard at all. And hello guys, I just took the pizza, I keep saying pizza, but the Papa Bowl out of the Crockpot. That's what it looks like. It's thicker. It has more cheese. It smells wonderful. And I can guarantee you that it tastes better too. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and we're gonna dig into this. Here is our Papa Bowl. It tastes amazing. You can taste the sausage. It's soft. You can taste the cheese. The cheese is just creamy. The vegetables are good. They're soft. The tomato basil was a perfect decision for this recipe because it didn't have garlic or onion in it because we added those things. There's 2 cheeses. There's tons of cheese pool. Guys, this is really good. This is probably one of my favorites. I have a top 10 list. I would say this is a 10. Easy. So it actually made it on the list. But there is going to be the recipe below the video. And I'm going to finish eating this and get this video out so that you guys can make this recipe at home. Make it your way and comment and tell me what you changed, or make it this way and comment and tell me if you liked it. Either way, comment, share, like, subscribe, and thanks for tuning in. You guys have